People think of it as a bunch of tools that you might use, or Jira or story points. But ultimately, Agile is a way of thinking about software development. It's a philosophy. I'm James Shore. I have been working with software teams as a consultant for 24 years, specializing in Agile development, scaling. But recently I've started working as a Vice President of Engineering at Open Sesame. I also have a book called The Art of Agile Development, which is out in its second edition as of a few years ago. Agile software development is probably the most misunderstood idea in all of software engineering. People think of it as a bunch of tools that you might use, or Jira or story points. But ultimately, Agile is a way of thinking about software development. It's a philosophy. And there's a whole manifesto written about it that you can find at agilealliance.org. But the two key ideas that come from Martin Fowler are the ones I like the best. Agile is about people more than process, and it's about adaptability rather than predictability. People rather than process means that we understand that the way people work, think, what they know, how they interact, how safe they feel is more important than the process they're following. And adaptability over predictability means that we understand that as we do the work, we're going to learn new things from doing the work and from changes in the market. And so it's more important to change our plans as we go than to commit to an upfront end point and only end at that end point. Senior developers, you've been scammed. What you've been sold, what you've been told is Agile isn't Agile. Stories, sprints, story points, Jira tickets, Jenkins, whatever the tool of the day is, those aren't Agile. Agile is a way of thinking about software development. It's people rather than process. It's adaptability rather than predictability. If you've undergone training or had a big thing that happened in your workplace and it was all about micromanagement, it's not Agile. You have to get those results for it to be Agile. CTOs, tools and training won't make your organization Agile. To be Agile, you have to change the way people think and operate in their daily lives. That means changing the culture, and that's hard. It requires investment from you and your organization to make happen. There's a bunch of different ways that your organization can become Agile. It's not something you do, it's something that you are. And those are described in the Agile Fluency model, which you can find at agilefluency.org. There's three different types of fluency you can see in Agile: focusing fluency, delivering fluency, and optimizing fluency. Each of those has separate investments that you can make and different outcomes that you'll get as a result. For focusing fluency, you need to invest in teamwork, and what you'll get is focus on business results. For delivering fluency, you'll need to invest in technical practices and the ability to make code that is resilient and robust to change, including in directions that weren't anticipated. And what you get is highly reliable, high productivity, low defect software. For optimizing fluency, you need to invest in shared business ownership in the team. People who really understand the business outcomes you're trying to get, and what you get in return is a focus on business outcomes and market-leading results. If you'd like to know more about these ideas, I do have a book, The Art of Agile Development. It talks about all of these things. You can also find my latest writings at jamesshore.com. You can follow me on LinkedIn at James Shore, and I'm also on Mastodon at jamesshore@mastodon.online.
Hi there! Thank you for staying with us until the end. If you want to learn more about Engineer Explains, click on one of these.